This past Friday, the Department of Education suffered some massive layoffs. For all intents and purposes, the Department of Education is close to non-functional at this point. There have been so many people laid off. And why this matters is for many reasons, but when we are talking about our most vulnerable students, our students with special needs, this can be catastrophic. This is really sort of a call for action to say who's with me and how are we going to fix this? Because, the Department of Education is what enforces and carries out what we call an education IDEA, the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. This act is what makes sure that we are creating free and appropriate education services for children with disabilities. And this is all special education, classes and buses and all of the things. It's about a $15 billion with a B a year budget, and it has just been decimated on Friday. So many people have been laid off that even if there were funds remaining, there are literally no humans to carry out any of the projects and programs. So kids with special needs will have an immediate, feel the immediate effects of these budget cuts. Carolina Kids Co-op, I think, has been a really unique program in the sense that we have been able to integrate and incorporate kids with a variety of special needs into our programs. I think for a few reasons. One, because our classes are small, our attention that our kids are getting is more of a one-on-one, more of an individualized program. And so because of that, we have really been able to make successful students out of kids who previously were told, you need to be in specialized classes. We've really been able to integrate a lot of students and a lot of families and still make sure that we are meeting their needs. This is going to be a massive problem that those of us in education are going to have to deal with and are going to feel the effects of. There are going to be many families who no longer have appropriate education options because they were serving special services. I think that Carolina Kids Co-op is one of the programs that is able and uniquely suited to pick up some of the slack. And I think that what we are going to have to do ultimately is to create a branch of Carolina Kids Co-op that is specifically suited to kids with special needs who aren't quite as easily integrated in with neurotypical kids in a classroom designed for neurotypical kids. I think for some of our kids with special needs, we are going to have to create specialized, curated programming, which is what was supposed to happen with the Department of Education and is no longer going to be available. I think, programs like mine are going to have to pick up the slack. So I'm committed to, thinking and talking to people about how can Carolina Kids Co-op help to pick up the slack. This is going to be an immediate need for many families. My question is, who's with me? Who is willing to step up? Who wants to work with me in your neck of the woods, in your community? Who wants to open a CKC for kids with special needs? Maybe a specified group. Maybe it's a CKC for kids with ADHD. Maybe it's a CKC for kids with autism. And I think that we owe it to our kids, our neurotypical kids, our neurospicy kids, to create a program that meets their needs, that gives them what they need. And if the Department of Education is no longer able to meet those needs, then let's step up and get it done ourselves. Nothing's going to be as good as, just the people gathering together and figuring it out anyway. So here's my question for today. Who is with me? Who would like to send me an email today, contact me today and tell me, yes, I would like to step up and create a CKC in my neighborhood for kids with special needs. Let's fill this gap. Let's do a better job than the Department of Education could do anyway. And let's make sure that all of our kids have the education offered to them that they need and that they deserve. Send me an email. Tell me you're in. You have the time available. You want to be a director at CKC. You want to help us to open a branch of CKC that can help meet the need for these kids. Let's go. I'm ready to roll up my sleeves. Let's get to work. Have a wonderful day, y'all.